You're watching USA News Hub, your home for breaking headlines, trending sports stories, and exclusive updates from across the nation. What happens when a young tennis star steps into a stadium full of roaring crowds? Not with a racket, not with a trophy, but proudly carrying her nation's flag, wearing a handcrafted Filipino barong, and representing 115 million hearts across the globe. Tonight, the world witnessed something far bigger than sports. It was culture. It was identity. It was pride. And it came in the form of one young woman, Eala. Filipino tennis icon Eala has done many impressive things in her young career. Grand Slam junior champion, rising global star, and one of the most promising athletes in Asia. But this time, this moment, this feeling, was different. Because as the 33rd Southeast Asian Games kicked off in Thailand, Eala stepped onto the world stage in a way no one could ignore, fire wearing a custom-designed barong. Fire carrying the Philippine flag high above her head. Fire leading her nation with confidence, elegance, and pride, and the internet instantly exploded. In a world where opening ceremonies often feel predictable, Eala's entrance broke through the noise. The barong she wore wasn't just clothing. It was heritage, artistry, and a symbol of Filipino identity. Her stride wasn't just a walk. It was a statement. And that flag she carried wasn't just fabric. It was the entire story of a country, its history, culture, struggle, and victory, flowing behind her with every step. Social media captured it perfectly. Eala carrying the PH flag is just iconic. People weren't just cheering. They were emotional, moved, even teary-eyed, because this wasn't just an athlete being honored. It was a Filipina showing the world what pride looks like. For USA audiences, here's the deeper context. Eala isn't just a star athlete from the Philippines. She is the highest-ranked Filipino tennis player in history, a groundbreaker, and a symbol of a new era for Philippine sports. She represents a generation of young Filipinos excelling globally. A nation hungry for visibility and recognition. A shift in Southeast Asian sports culture. And the unstoppable rise of Asian athletes worldwide. Her presence as a flag-bearer wasn't ceremonial. It was symbolic. Fire she carried culture. Fire she carried heritage. Fire she carried hope. Fire she carried a nation. And she looked powerful doing it. Movie camera the video that went viral. Alex posted a video of herself at the opening ceremony. Sparkles wearing a beautifully embroidered barong. Sparkles smiling proudly at the roaring crowd. Sparkles holding the iconic Philippine flag. Sparkles standing tall among hundreds of athletes. The clip spread across Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, every corner of Filipino and international social media. Comments poured in. This gave me chills. She's making history. The pride I feel right now is unreal. She's the perfect choice for flag bearer. And even fans in the United States said, this is how an athlete represents their country, with heart. Tennis from the tennis court to center stage. Despite all her accomplishments, being chosen as a flag bearer hits differently. This is an honor usually reserved for veterans of national teams. Athletes with long Olympic or SEA Games histories. Highly decorated champions. But Eala, at only 20 years old, was selected to lead her country. Why? Because her talent is global. Her impact is undeniable. Her presence is inspiring. And her connection to the Filipino people is unmatched. Fire the Filipina who changed the energy of a stadium. When she walked out, the stadium transformed. The crowd exploded. Cameras pointed. Flags waved. Her steps became symbolic. There was something cinematic, almost magical, about the entire moment. It wasn't about medals. It wasn't about scores. It wasn't about rankings. It was about representation, a Filipina standing under the lights of an international event, carrying a nation's identity with elegance, strength, and grace, is something generations will remember. Globe showing Europe-Africa how USA audiences reacted. American tennis fans especially took notice. Alex Eala isn't just a Southeast Asian star. She's a future global powerhouse, a potential top 20 player, maybe even a future Grand Slam contender. Her confidence, talent, and charisma remind many U.S. fans of the qualities they've seen in players like Naomi Osaka, Coco Gauff, Bianca Andreescu, Leylah Fernandez. Young, determined, internationally beloved, so seeing her carry a flag, not a racket, showed a new side of her. Leadership, identity, national pride, qualities that American sports audiences respect deeply. Sparkles the custom barong, a work of art. One of the most talked about details, her beautifully crafted barong. Filipinos know the barong as an iconic formal wear piece, hand-woven, elegant, cultural. Seeing Alex Eala wear it on a global stage was meaningful for millions, because in a world often dominated by Western fashion, she chose to showcase Filipino culture unapologetically. Designers confirmed that her barong was custom-made only for her. A mix of traditional craftsmanship and modern tailoring, was more than clothing. It was identity turned into art. Loudspeaker the message Alex sent to the world. By posting her video, Alex sent a powerful message, ***, this is who I am. This is where I come from. And I'm proud. That's why the video went viral. That's why people cried watching it. That's why USA audiences connected with it emotionally. Because authenticity speaks louder than words. And Alex Eala spoke loudly, simply by being herself. This moment is only the beginning. Alex Eala's career trajectory points to higher WTA rankings, more major tournament appearances, more global opportunities, more representation for Filipino athletes worldwide, and a growing presence on the international sports stage. Her SEA Games moment solidified her as not just an athlete, but a cultural leader, a symbol, a representative, a global Filipina. Red Heart, a moment that united Filipinos worldwide. From Manila to Mindanao, from the Middle East to Europe, from the United States to Canada, Filipinos around the world shared one emotion, pride. Because when Alex Eala lifted that flag, she wasn't just representing athletes. She was representing OFWs, Filipino youth, Filipino families, Filipino dreams, Filipino excellence, Filipino culture. In one iconic moment, she reminded everyone, you can come from a small country and still make a global impact. Alex Eala didn't just carry a flag. She carried a nation. She carried its heart, its heritage, its hope. And she did it with beauty, strength, and power. That is why the world fell in love with her all over again. And that is why this moment will live forever. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story that's shaping America and the world. We'll see you in the next update.